Hey everybody, Steven here playing Subnautica Below Zero, and shorter video today checking out some of the updates that they've added in game here. I can't find everything, but one of the big things outside of the fact that what you're seeing right now, they changed the emotes. So right now when she actually blocks out the snow or anything like that, or the rain, she actually only does it with her left hand, not her right. But that's not the big thing that they've added. The big thing is that right there. So this is obviously a new thing in game here, but this is part of the new radio tower quest. So that's their prefab. It has basic functionality to it. I know they're trying to hook up portions of the story leading to this, but I need to spend more time because I can't just get those portions to click in right now, even with console commands. But that thing looks pretty gnarly. So we don't send a rocket. There's no samples that are going back or anything like that. And I think this is now called the Delta Station, by the way. So if you do the go to Delta Station command, it actually drops you underneath the Rocket Island. So I don't know if the Rocket Island name has changed or if this right here is the Delta Station, which that's kind of my presumption here, is that that's just the Delta Station. We know it's a prefab because not all the textures are in, but we will have this right here, satellite surveillance active. We'll have to destroy this thing, right? Because that's what Marg wants. We can walk up. Once we get up here, where she goes with that again, on the back end, test override module port. So even with Bob the Builder, the console command here, I can't do anything. So don't quite know what I'm going to do to turn this off, like I said, and that's really just in regards to the story. But that thing is massive. That looks really cool. Let's go into free cam mode and check this out. Like, that takes up some space. I mean, that's something that you can see. Let's zoom away. Right? Like, that thing is ginormous. Not a saying temp. So I think they're changing this beacon. I noticed that in another deal, just trying to ignore it. But temporary beacon for here. I'm wondering if they're going to change the name. I think that temp is just the temporary name because you're supposed to be led obviously to this island. So we do have that. Man, that thing is just really cool looking. But outside of that, there's endgame work. I can't actually click any of that in. I already checked to see if Alan said anything different or if the warp gate base was changed or anything like that. All of that's still the same. So we don't have any of that in game right now. They're working on in-game visual effects. And then we'll check out really quick. And actually, since I'm already over here, let's just jump into the water. The Sea Glide. The map has changed a little bit with this. There you go. See the red? It's subtle, but we have the red that pops up with that now. You can see it a little bit better. There it is. Oh, nice little bug. What? There you go. But yeah, it has that red effect on it now. So they've updated that. I think it's still obviously a work in progress. Oxygen. So we have that, the one hand action for the emotes there. Iceberg area, they've updated that. I went and looked. Very, very subtle changes with that. I thought it was going to be the iceberg area over by the glacial connection. Couldn't really see much. Let's take all this off. But if I float over here, and maybe this is just in my head, because sometimes some of the stuff, I start looking at this so much, it starts stacking in my head, and it's a little bit harder to keep track of what's what, but it does seem like they've added more of the just shelf ice over here, stacking more of this up on top in certain areas as well. So I'm thinking this is some of the work that they've done. I noticed a little bit more of this over in the East Arctic, is what it seemed like. But like I said, hard to keep track of all of this. Outside of that, not a ton of work for these icebergs right here. But still really cool to just go over there and look at all that stuff. Something I didn't cover in the last video, though, is that the bottom portion here, they did do work on this. So it wasn't just left flat. I didn't cover that, but they actually have rocks here and everything, and looks really, really good. It's weird, this area here, going from when this first launched and how this was just all kind of flat to all the work that you see done now in it. Blows me away. Really, really cool to see. It looks really, really awesome. It's weird with the water volume off too, because to me it looks like mountains to go explore. We're here in daytime though. I did notice they just kind of pulled creatures out of here, so thinking they're going to add those back pretty soon, because right now it's kind of devoid of life. But we have that as well. Trying to look through this. Oh, last thing that I'm going to cover with this. The bridge over here. There is ice on the front of it now. So now it makes more sense when you saw the visual effect of ice being kicked up and all of that. They've actually coated the whole front end here. Looks really, really cool. You don't get the best view. Obviously, you're not even really going to see this side when you do this, but when you get this all set up, let's get this thing going here. So it's really, really quick. I'm trying to position myself so we can see it. There you go. See, it drops. Really, really cool. Those subtle touches that they're adding to the game that are going to make it a really good experience. All the finer details. So hopefully they keep going with that. I know a lot of people have been saying, I hope they really polish this game, because Subnautica had a bunch of bugs still when they launched it. So I think they will with this one too. I think they're listening to the community with all of that. But we have all of that in game right now. Like I said, beyond that, we have a lot of bug fixes as well. I still need to actually play around with some of this stuff. If you guys actually know how to trigger anything with the satellite deal over there, definitely let me know in the comment section. I actually have to do a playthrough tomorrow to try and see if I can get that to go myself. But if you guys know, let me know in the comment section. But that is going to be it for this video. If you like the video, hit the like button for me. If you want to continue to follow along with all my content, hit the subscribe button for me. Thanks so much for watching.